Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. So right now we're working on some jig heads. We're gonna take some of these and we're gonna go ahead and pre-rig them up and put them in these little tiny bags. So I've got three different ones. I've got the cocoa in the white and the yellow or chartreuse. And these are 3/8 ounce jig heads with 4-aught hooks. I've also got some of these mirror lures over here. These are 1/4 ounce. Now, if you notice, there's a slight difference in the size on these. The white and the chartreuse of the cocoa are the same. But so, depending on what size soft plastic you're going to use, you want to use the different ones based on that, okay? Now, I am using some Tsunami size 8 swivels, okay? So they're rated up to 50 pounds. We're probably not gonna max that out unless we catch something like a shark. But generally speaking, we're targeting like gray trout or some red drum or something like that. So we're gonna look at the components we're using. Right here is the fluorocarbon leader. I've got 20, 25, and 40. So you can use whatever. So for these, I'm gonna use these 25. What I did was I went ahead and measured out a piece that's going to be about 36 inches long, roughly. All right, see how that goes to the center of my chest from my armpit? So I like to go ahead and take one and cut it out, and then I'm just going to use the other ones as a template. So I can come down here. I'll cut that off, and I'll do like 4 or 5 of these because each one of these packets has 8 jigs in it. So I'm going to do 10, 16, whatever it may be. But I'll go ahead and have all these done up. So I'll have a stack of these sitting over to the side. So I'll go ahead and set one of these aside. And I'm going to grab one of those Tsunami swivels we talked about a minute ago. I'm going to double that line over. So it's probably 1.5 inches doubled over. You want to give yourself a little bit of working room. So every knot is not the same. So that being said, these might vary in 1/4 to 1/2 inch, but generally speaking, they're all going to be about the same length. So what I did was I tied that over there. I went over the top like that and through the loop, and then now I'm going to go over the end of the swivel like this. Now that comes over the end, and I'm just going to cinch that down. All right, so now I've got that right there. I'll just take this. I'll snip off that excess. Then I'm going to come down to the opposite end. I'm going to go with the white one. All right, I'm going to go through the eye. Boom. Then I'll come back up through that little loop that we did for this loop knot. All right, and then we'll go once, twice, 3 times around. We'll take that tag in and we'll put it back through that little loop right there. Moisten that down, cinch it down, and there we go. So now we got a little loop knot on there. I'll take that and tag it off, cut off that tag in. All right, so I'm gonna take that and wrap it around my fingers like this. And I use these little bags from Walmart. They cost $3.40 for a 100 pack of them. They're 3 inches by 4 inches long. I'll take that, I'm gonna set it inside that bag. And so now while I'm on the water, I'm fishing and I'm not rigging. If I break off or somebody gets bit off, we just take that out of that little plastic bag right there, tie our main line to that little swivel, and voila, we throw our soft plastic bait on there. I don't put the plastic baits on there because I don't want them to lose their scent or get messed up in the bag. So once I'm on the water, it's easy enough to just grab one of these out, tie onto it, and then put our soft plastic on there. So just something I found helpful. And if you guys ever have any suggestions, please let me know. What makes it easier for you to fish on the water? I'm not fishing today, so I'm going to use my time and try to put together a bunch of these. As you see, I got several of these to do, but I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. It seems pretty simple, but there's some people out there that, you know, they get all the components and they get on the water, and then they're sitting there on their boat and they're tying everything up. When you're on a hot bite, you don't want to be retying rigs and stuff like that. Is it easy? Yes, but I would think that this is a slightly faster method. So while you're on a hot bite, you're actually fishing, hopefully catching, versus rigging with all your components. So that being said, let me know what you guys think. All right. And remember, while you're out there on the water, be kind to your fellow fishermen and stuff like that. Mindset is everything. So take a kid fishing and have a great time. And I look forward to seeing you guys out on the water. Thanks. Have a great day.